this is amazing. Even getting inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame was something I never dreamed of. But with the remodeling of this place and with this display, I mean, it's an honor. And a lot of people come through here and they see how many people in Polk County that has done something in a sports arena, and we have a lot. But for me, this means a lot. I mean, it's very special to me. Never worked as hard as I did, never did what I did to be here. But it just, I appreciate what they've done. This organization has done an unbelievable job. I've heard of, when they have the soccer, the baseball, all the stuff they bring, and they work with all our leaders in different parts of the county. But the people that come here, some of the sporting events that we have, that they work hard to get to this county, it just filters out through the county. I mean, every hotel, every restaurant, 7-Eleven. I mean, people are there spending money, and it just, we don't have beaches. We don't have. We got beautiful weather, and what we create here and bringing people here to any type of sports, it's unbelievable, and they do a great job. Our tourism development.
Yeah, what a wonderful day. The weather's been beautiful. Great partnerships came to the forefront today. Over the last few decades working on this sports business cluster, not just here, but all over Polk County, but specifically here at the Lake Myrtle Sports Park in Auburndale. Of course, now the Auburndale Chamber. You've also got the American Powerboat Association, USA Water Ski is here, the Pan American Lacrosse Association, USU Soccer, and you go on. But having them in this building, part of this renovation and new construction, it's a great opportunity to collaborate, to bring those ideas together and really play off of each other, ultimately for the benefit of Polk County. Sports is part of the fabric of this community, not just the competitive events that are recruited here and the more than $200 million of economic impact, but you look at the youth sports, the high school sports, the amount of champions that come out of Polk County, but there's coaches, there's contributors, there's athletes, there's so many folks that go into what that success looks like. And then you move on to our collegiate ranks. Our college teams are highly successful. So I don't know what's in the water around here in Polk County, but it has generated a lot of success, which has led us to this wonderful Polk County Sports Hall of Fame. And I'll tell you, it's open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Of course, you can go to visitcentralfloridasports.com for more information about what there is to see and do, but also information about the athletes and contributors and coaches that have been inducted into the Polk County Sports Hall of Fame.
Having worked at the Ledger for 50 years, and I covered a lot of these people, so I saw the history. To see it all just on display and enshrined to me, is beautiful. It's good to recognize all of the great athletes, coaches, contributors, the talent that has been through Polk County through the years, and to see it all in one place is kind of humbling.
That's a good word, humbling. It really is. I love the new look of it all. I hope people will stop by just to see it all and see all the great people that are on display and all the great stuff that's gone on through the county.
There's always been a ton of athletic talent in Polk County, but I think beyond that, there's a feeling of pride for the whole county. It's not just, I play for this school or this team. I'm from Polk County. And you see that with athletes that go on to play pro sports, that go on beyond the county, and most of them maintain a connection to Polk County and a pride from being here. And I think that whole atmosphere of being proud of being from Polk County, from the 863 as they call it, I think that carries a lot of weight with just how good athletes and teams from Polk County have been.
Good morning. My name is Neil Duncan, Senior Sales and Event Manager for Visit Central Florida Sports, and we're so glad to have you this morning. This morning, I'm going to serve as sort of an MC for the grand reopening for the Polk County Sports Hall of Fame and the Tourism and Sports Marketing Headquarters. Additionally, today is an opportunity to welcome long-term partners to this building as these partnerships continue to grow and create even larger economic impact for Polk County. When these headquarters for Polk County Tourism and Sports Marketing opened in 2010, the idea of a sports business cluster had been in the planning stages for years. As you'll hear later, folks wondered aloud if participants in amateur sports could really make up for losses in the local economy during various economic downturns. A decade and a half later, the world has certainly taken notice. Today we unveil just the latest steps in the evolution of the Lake Myrtle Sports Park, but more importantly, the continued sports tourism growth for Polk County. The expansion of this building brings more than just added office space. It brings critical partnerships and opportunities. Lake Myrtle is now the home to 2 national sports governing bodies, as well as 2 international governing bodies, and a satellite office to yet another national governing body, and that doesn't even include the Florida Youth Soccer Association, which has been here for quite a few years, and the millions of dollars of economic impact that they bring each and every year to Lake Myrtle. Before I ask the Director of Tourism and Sports Marketing, Mark Jackson, to come forward, I'd like to thank a few people that are here today. County Commissioners, the Chair of the Board of County Commissioners, and the Chair of the Tourist Development Council, Dr. Martha Santiago. Commissioner, thank you so much. Vice Chair, Commissioner Bill Braswell. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Becky Troutman. Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner Michael Scott. And Polk County Sports Hall of Famer, I'm doing this backwards, Polk County Sports Hall of Famer and County Commissioner, Mr. Rick Wilson. Let's give them all a hand. Would also like to thank the great leadership of the Board of County Commissioners at the county management level, County Manager Bill Beasley, Deputy County Managers John Bodie, Ryan Taylor, and Joe Hallman. Let's give them a hand for everything they do for Polk County. We also have with us today various city commissioners, some mayors, some city managers, and Polk County division directors. We've got a great family of the Polk County Board of County Commissioners, and so having the division directors here is very much appreciated. Additionally, we want to thank our Polk County Tourism Development Council board members and members of our 3 advisory committees, as well as, last but not least, the Polk County Hall of Famers that are with us today in their Sports Hall of Fame. Let's give them all a round of applause. Additionally, some new partners and some long-term partners, Executive Director of USA Water Ski and Wake Sports, Kevin Michael and his staff. I know he's in here somewhere. Let's give them a hand. There you go. Director of Operations for the American Powerboat Association, Dana Potts. Dana's right there. Thank you. US Youth Soccer, Joel Dragon. Now, Joel is in Dallas trying to get on a plane and got delayed. Has anybody had a delayed flight before? But Joel wanted to send his best. So US Youth Soccer, Satellite Office. International Water Ski and Wakeboard Federation Executive Board Member John Cornish, and Cable and Wake Surf Council Member Kathy Williams. Let's give them a hand for being here. Last but not least, Sandra Hall, the Executive Director of the Auburndale Chamber of Commerce. Sandra. As much as we want to thank Sandra, she's got some great volunteers, and coming from the chamber world in my previous career, that makes chambers go. So congratulations to the great team you have there, Sandra. Now, we'd like to ask the chairperson of both the Board of County Commissioners as well as the Tourism Development Council, Dr. Martha Santiago, to come forward for a few comments on the county side.
Well, good morning, everyone. What a great crowd. It's great to see every single one of you here. Before I start, I want to acknowledge the board for the Tourist Development. If you would raise your hand, all board members for the Tourist Development Council. I see there. I just want to say thank you so very much for the work that you do. Your commitment to the council is great. That's how we get to see so many good things happening here. But I welcome you, and I'm delighted that you are here to celebrate the ribbon cutting and the open house of the renovated Polk County Tourism and Sports Marketing Headquarters. I want to start by congratulating and thanking Mark Jackson. Did he leave? Get out from behind, Mark.
He's in timeout.
Mark had the vision. There he is, right? Over here. And then,
Yes, ma'am.
Mark had the vision for what would eventually become Polk County Tourist Development and Sports Marketing, now known as Visit Central Florida and Visit Central Florida Sports. That's a mouthful. We recognize that tourism is an economic powerhouse in Polk County, which wasn't the case, as Mark already has said, 30 years ago. So Mark, we just want to publicly thank you for what you've done, and we have definitely come a long way. So let's give Mark a nice big round of applause. Thank you. You may go now.
Thank you.
Two other deserve special recognition. Mark Zimmerman, where is he? Where's Mark? Oh, I see the hand. Mark and, of course, Neil. So I'm just going to have Neil come out here. Mark is over here, Neil's over there. These two contributed significantly to growing Visit Central Florida Sports into more than just the state's most honored and respected sports commission. If you didn't know, this department was recently named the best sports tourist organization in the country. That deserves an applause. So thank you, Mark, way back there, and thank you, Neil.
Right.
Oh, there you are. All right, it's good for people to see who Mark is. There you go.
Smiley shaking.
Yeah, we don't want to, we have 2 marks on the board. Today marks a celebration of collaboration, like it's been said, and successful partnerships. It is a first step towards creating a sports business cluster unlike any other in the nation, one that contributes to the strength of both the public and the private sectors. We know that relationships are at the heart of both Visit Central Florida and Visit Central Florida Sports. I said that was a mouthful. And this organization excels at building relationships because that's what gets the job done. We all benefit from tourism, from every hotel, motel, restaurant, eatery, convenience store, gas stations, of course, and retail stores. We all rely on the tourism that comes into Polk County. We see tourists not only as our guests, but also as our partners. We want to ensure that they enjoy what we offer, and our key to success is encouraging them to return to Polk County. Want them to come back and back and back. Again, many thanks to all of you for being here. This is a tremendous support to this organization, and as the chairperson for the Tourist Development Council, I thank you profusely. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes,
We've got a few more people that we want to thank. In addition to the partners we mentioned earlier, you know, USA Water Ski, the American Powerboat Association, Pan American Lacrosse, the Chamber, USU Soccer. There's a lot of folks here, but we got some partners that we'd like to show our appreciation to for working so very hard to get the Hall of Fame looking great and the building. So first of all, to staff, Shauna, Emily, Eric, and Riley, and Tyler, thank you so much. There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's one thing to take it down, and then there's a blank canvas, and it has to go back up, so thank you to them. I also want to give a special shout out to PGTV's Patrick Gordon. Without Patrick, the technology side would be troublesome at worst or at best, and he did a great job. And to our team, and we've already done the tourism side, the sports side, and visitor experience. This team works very hard. This is not an 8-to-5 job by any stretch of the imagination, so they do a great job. I also want to thank Digitech and Strickler Construction, Mickey Myers and Cody Myers, the construction team, and then Mark Zimmerman and Lisa Reiser from staff that dealt with a lot of the headaches of that construction brings. From our county family, the following divisions, and I might have left somebody out, so if I did, I apologize, but the facilities, IT, real estate, and communications. So with that, if I can get everybody to go outside, we would like to have our county commissioners as well as our new partners out there, and everybody behind them will cut the ribbon, okay? Let's head outside.